Hi, have you ever lost weight and then regained it after being in a weight loss program? Hi, I'm Dr. Franchelle Hamilton, bariatric surgeon and your women's and weight loss expert, founder of Neuroswitch, the last weight loss program that you will ever need. Today, I want to talk about why most of those weight loss programs you've tried doesn't work and the effects of what I call yo-yo dieting. It's where you get in a program or you do it on your own and you try to lose weight. And then a year later, months later, weeks later, a couple of years later, you end up regaining the weight. That weight regain is not good for your body and it's not good for your mind either because every time you try another weight loss program, your body and mind remembers, which is why I'm here to tell you what is the best way to lose weight and keep it off. I like to focus on weight gain prevention, not just weight loss, because I feel like anybody can lose weight. I'm a bariatric surgeon. My patients can lose weight through bariatric surgery. They can lose weight through medications. They can lose weight through a change of diet. And they can also lose weight by exercising more. I'm pretty sure those are the main methods most of you have heard as when it comes to losing weight. And I'm here to tell you some of those methods are outdated. Now, don't get me wrong. I think those are good methods to use as adjuncts, as tools. But the biggest way to lose weight and not regain is going to be using a brain-based approach, as well as your genetics. And that's what Neuroswitch does. It's a combination of brain-based approach and your genetics. So let me tell you why that is so important. We all have what is known as default habits. Our default habits make up our lifestyle. It's certain things, the way we were raised, our past experience, things that we do day to day. And those are created over time, even from birth. Whenever we try to do some of these dramatic weight loss programs, that's not in our default. Our brain oftentimes doesn't recognize those. And that's why you may try it for a little bit and then just give up. It's either your brain that's like, no, we've tried this before, I don't want to do it, or it's not rewarding or fulfilling for you. In my program, I talk about two main pathways that essentially dictate your behavior. Did you know your brain pretty much everything that you do, it dictates, it tells you what to do? So if you want to try low carb and then you quit, that is your brain telling you to quit. Or if you crave sweets, that is a combination of your brain and your genetics. And that's why it's important to know this. Know what things you can do that can become a lifestyle. That's the only way to lose the weight and not regain it. Some people are emotional eaters, for example. That is a combination of a genetic thing, your genes, and that is a combination of your brain, the way it was wired. So that's why in my program, it is so important to rewire your brain. And that's why that's the tool that you need in order for sustainable weight loss. Even if you're on a medication long term or have bariatric surgery, that those things only last so long. And if you're not wired for those things long term, you will eventually go back into your old default habits. And again, your default habits are things that you can do long term. That's what makes up your lifestyle. Doing restrictive diet is not a default habit. Your body's not used to doing that. Your brain actually doesn't even like that. That's why most people quit and they can't do that forever. And that's why your weight loss program needs to be all about things that you can do, what you can do on a daily basis. Everything else doesn't matter. We can definitely use all those additional tools. Bariatric surgery is a tool that will definitely help with weight loss. Medications is a tool that also definitely helps with weight loss, as well as obviously eating a healthier diet. But it's about what healthier diet is best for you. We can dictate what healthier diet is best for you, as well as what exercise may work for you based on your genes. Did you know that some people don't even lose weight. Have you ever worked out for days at a time and was like, you know what? I've been working out 5 days straight and I'm not losing any weight. And so you just want to quit. Like, forget it. It's not working. That's actually a genetic thing. And let me raise my hand because that's me too. I am genetically created to where working out, even though I love doing it, it does not contribute to my weight loss. And that's important for you to know. So you don't feel like a shame or a failure. It just didn't work out for you. And it's not your fault. It's based on your genes. Things like that is important to know. Or if you ever tried, let's say, a keto diet and you lost nothing, or a low carb diet, those oftentimes are based on genes. And the more you do things that don't work, the more your brain remembers that, and it prevents you from wanting to try other weight loss programs. And so that's why it has to be brain based. What is your brain used to? What are the default habits? Let's work with that to create something that's best for you in combination of your genes. Let's not try any medications or diets or exercise programs that wasn't made for you. This is why most weight loss programs do not last long term. They're great for a short-term option, but unless they're personalized in this way, using both brain and genes of you, it's not going to be sustainable. So here are 3 tips that I want to give you in order for you, things that you can do now. Pay attention to your default habits. What do you do every day that you can start incorporating that's more healthy? But it has to be things that you like. That's the key. If you find yourself trying something new that's healthier because you want to become a healthier, better version of you, but you don't like it, it's miserable, don't do it. That's my first tip. Don't do anything you don't like, because that, believe it or not, actually causes a lot of stress in your body, and it signals to the brain that it's stressful. So the fact that your brain will cut off if you continue to try to go down that path. So don't do anything that's healthy, but that's not enjoyable. And that includes exercises, that includes diets that you may want to try. Whatever it is, it has to be something that you enjoy. The second tip is something that it has to be something that you can do pretty regularly. So for example, I often tell my patients I feel like they need to cook. But if I just tell them they need to cook more, but that doesn't fit in their current lifestyle, that is not going to be something that they're going to be able to do long term either. So eventually that will stop. They'll do it for a month and then they can't keep it up. So then they stop. So the other tip is your healthier option, the healthier thing that you want to try, has to be something that not only you like doing, because I may like to cook, but currently I'm a busy surgeon with a clinic and a practice. I don't have time to cook every day. So I have to find other ways that I can eat healthy, right? And it could be meal prepping. If you have time, if you have a day during the week, it could be buying more healthier food options that are already prepared, but it has to be something that's doable in your current lifestyle. Keeping in mind, it may change. When I had kids, my workout regimen changed, right? I wasn't able to work out at the gym 4 times a week. During the pandemic, everything changed for everybody's lives. We weren't able to do a lot of the things that we were used to doing. So my third option, never feel like you're a failure. Never feel like the things that you tried has failed and it's because of you, something that you didn't do right. It's often your brain defaulting back to the habit that it's most comfortable with. So we have to figure out how we can switch it to something that it doesn't see as uncomfortable. And it could be your genes. The exercise regimen didn't work for you because you're genetically prone to not lose weight with exercise. Just like people are genetically prone to diabetes or heart disease. Some people, believe it or not, are also genetically prone to have an increased appetite. So with knowing that, there are certain medications that may be best for you. So if you tried a medication that may not work, it may be because your genes. And as far as your default habits, look at them as a road, like trenches in a road. We've been driving along a highway or this dirt road, let's say dirt road, for so long. And then you go to a weight loss program. And the weight loss program is like, eat low carb, take out all processed sugar, give up your soda, like all this stuff all at once, which I never recommend. And then you're like, okay, because I'm really motivated and I want to lose weight. So then we switch our car to go down this new road, a new road that it's never been down. And so we're going down this new road. And what happens is the brain is like, I don't recognize this new road. I don't think I like it. We're giving up way too many things at once. Like, it's dark out here. I can't see. It's stressful. It's not what I'm used to. Like, as a brain, I have to work too hard to stay on this road. So slowly but surely, I'm going to pull this car back into the trenches that I'm used to. That's like an autopilot for me. Like, the car will just go down this trenched road without me having to do anything. That's what brain based, how it works. And that is how default habits work. You will most of the time always go back to your default habits. And that is your brain doing that. That is not you. So don't blame you. Don't blame yourself for mistakes or past failures in a weight loss program. There's so many other things to take into account when doing a weight loss program. So I hope this was helpful. I hope my tips were helpful, things that you could do and implement right now. And please subscribe if you like this content, or visit me at neuroswitch.com. Dr. Hamilton, and I'm out.